Welcome everyone to a brand new Football Manager gameplay where we'll be attempting to take the team predicted to finish bottom of the National League North, Leamington FC, to hopefully the dizzy heights of the Champions League. On the gameplay, a quick introduction of Leamington. They are located in Leamington Spa in Warwickshire. They were founded in 1933 and play their home games at the New Windmill, which has a capacity of 2,300. Their rivals include Nuneaton Borough, Kidderminster Harriers and Hereford. The latter two are also in the National League North with us. So we've got a couple of derby games to look forward to in the coming season. As you can see on screen, things look fairly dire at the minute. Got poor training and youth facilities, basic corporate, as well as no money to spend with an overall balance of just over 2,000. However, I am quietly confident that with this team we can finish at least mid-table. So with that being said, let's go and meet the team, which is going to keep us in the division. This will be our Leamington team for the upcoming season. We've got Xander Watson, Eddie Breary, Dan Meredith, Theo Street, Archie Crowther, Josh Burton, D'Amico Burton, Gavin Taylor, Josh Keno, Ewan Williams, Joe Clark, Hisham Shia, Adam Walker, Luke Shaw, Miro Pais, Owen Farmer, Tim Berridge and Anthony Lynn. Overall, I feel as though we've got quite a decent squad there, especially just to avoid relegation. There are a couple of positions I will look at trying to improve. We could do with another quality centre-back, backup at right-back, possibly another winger, and definitely another striker just as a backup. We'll see how we get on in the upcoming friendlies and we'll take it from there. And speaking of which, we will have a look and see who we've got in the friendlies coming up. We'll start our Leamington career away at Great Wakering before heading to Sittingbourne and also Newport, before finishing our friendlies at home to Hales Owen. The squad for our Leamington FC career. We've got Eddie Breary in goals, Dan Meredith at right back. Our two centre backs are Archie Crowther and Theo Street. Left back is D'Amico Burton. Two defensive midfielders, Adam Walker and Ewan Williams. Got Miro Pais at right wing, Tim Berridge at left wing, and our two strikers are Anthony Lane and Owen Farmer. We'll be playing a 4-2-4 system as it fits the team best, and we'll judge it as the game go on and see if we need to change. On the substitute bench, we've got two new arrivals. We've got Bailey Berry at centre-back, signed on a free transfer, and also Martin Friday, a young striker, also signed on a free transfer. Rest of the bench, we've got Xander Watson, Josh Burton, Josh Keno, Joe Clark, Hisham Shihar, and as previously stated, Martin Friday. So with that being said, let's get into the first game of the season. And we're now underway on our first friendly game of the season. Leamington playing in the yellow and black strips. Meredith on the ball, knocks the ball forward to Walker, back to Crowther. On to Miro Pais, into Williams in the centre. Out on the left wing to Berridge, and he does keep it in, and it's a goal. Owen Farmer. 1-0 to Leamington. This is a game that Leamington are expected to win, and they've started the game well. Payes on the ball, knocks it to Lynn. Walker. Williams now with the ball on the left wing, plays it into Burton, on to Farmer, back to Burton, Berridge on the ball, takes on the fullback, and it's Farmer again, another assist for Berridge. Lynn with the ball in midfield, plays it to Payes on the right, back to Walker, Williams, back onto Lynn front, Payes on the right wing, plays it in, and Farmer nearly with his hat-trick. It goes out for a Leamington corner. Payes to whip it in with his left foot, and cleared by the defender. Here goes Berridge, knocks the ball on to Williams, to Farmer, Walker. Plays it out to the right to Payes. Oh, Lynn hits the crossbar. Berridge with the ball, plays it back to Williams, who strikes it over the bar. A great football again by Leamington. Leamington with the ball at the back. Crowther out to the right to Meredith. Plays it forward to Payes on the right wing. It's cutting inside. Plays it to Williams in the centre. On to Farmer. Lynn. Back to Farmer. Oh, is it through? And he's got his hat-trick. Cool finish from the edge of the area. What a performance so far by Farmer. Another corner for Leamington. Payes with that left foot again. Plays the ball in. Onto the header Lynn, and he scores. Very comfortable for Leamington so far, as is to be expected. Great cross by Payes. Onto the head of Lynn. Heads it into the bottom corner. 4-0 Leamington. Great defensive header by Crowther. Walker on the ball, plays it to Lynn. Out wide to Berridge on the left. Oh, he's looking to go himself. He's into the box, has a shot, and a great save by Griffin in goals. Out for a corner. A near perfect performance so far by this Leamington team on their first showing. Very promising for the upcoming season, although it is a game that we're expected to win. We'll now make some changes at half time. I'm going to swap out everyone so everyone gets a run out, and we'll start the second half. And here we go for the second half. We've got Miro Pires on the ball on the right. Plays the ball forward and straight to the opposition goalkeeper. Not a very good ball by Pires that time. And Ashworth's in, and he hits it over the bar. Very poor defending from Leamington. Meredith with the throw on the right. To Pires, back to Meredith, who plays the ball in. Berridge gets the ball on the left wing, plays it back to Keno. Back to Berridge on the edge of the area. Is he going to shoot? He does. Oh, just over the crossbar. Great defensive clearance by Pires onto Friday. First chance to see the big man up front. Looks as if he's going to go himself. He's taking them all on. Oh, excellent run by Friday. And the game finishes Great Wakering 0, Leamington 4. Not much happening in that second half at all. However, the damage was done in the first half by Leamington, and all in all, a comfortable outing. And we head on to the next one. An impressive outing in the last match against Great Wakering. We're now about to head into our second friendly game of the season, away at Sittingbourne. Here is your team for that match. We'll go with Eddie Brady in goals again, Dan Meredith, Archie Crowther, Bailey Berry gets introduced into the first team, D'Amico Burton at left back, stick with Walker and Williams in midfield, Miro Pires and Tim Berridge keep their places, Owen Farmer and Martin Friday comes in for Anthony Lynn. We've also got a new addition to the squad brought in on loan, A young winger comes in from Leyton Orient, Lamar Gordon. He'll get a run out at some point in this game. Hopefully he hits the ground running. But after Berridge's performance in the last game, it's going to take some effort to get him out of the first team. So let's get into the match. And Sittingbourne get the game underway, playing in red and black stripes. Leamington in their away kit of blue. Berry with the ball, plays it onto Crowther. Meredith at right back, brings the ball forwards, plays it out to Miro Paris on the right wing. Looks to take on the full-backs, plays it inside for Walker, forward to Friday. Out to Burton on the left, plays it into Berridge. Takes on the full-back, and another goal. Berridge has been phenomenal these last two games. Excellent football again from Leamington. As you can see, takes on the full-back and smashes the ball into the top corner. Excellent goal from Berridge. It's exactly the start that Leamington needed. Crowther plays the ball to Farmer, onto Friday, back to Walker in midfield, out to Meredith at right back. Farmer plays it back to Meredith again, knocks the ball forward to Miro Paez, who cuts inside, plays the ball to Farmer, onto Friday, and it's a goal. Although the assistance flags up, it won't count. Excellent football again. Farmer just couldn't hold his run. Very promising start from Leamington. It's Burton out on the left. Plays the ball to Berridge. Williams back out to Burton. Brings the ball forwards. Crosses the ball in towards Paez. Oh, great defensive header from Goldsmith there. And it goes out for a Leamington corner. Miro Paez to cross the ball in with that left foot. In it comes, and good defending from Porter at the back. Friday puts the ball back in towards Farmer. Oh, Crowther hits the crossbar from the 18-yard area. Excellent strike from Crowther from the edge of the box. And goes out for a Leamington throw out on the right. Meredith plays it in. Comes out to Farmer. So unlucky from Farmer there. I think the goalkeeper got a touch to put it out for a corner. Great pressure indeed. Burton with the throw on the left. Plays it to Williams. Back to Burton. Back to Williams. Takes on the fullback. Comes inside. And Berridge has scored again. Smashes the ball into the top left corner. He's having an excellent pre-season so far. 2 assists in the previous games and now 2 goals in this one. Corner, Farmer to take the corner with the right foot. Puts the ball in, and good defensive clearance by Ellis there. Berridge puts the ball back into Farmer, who cuts inside. And it's cleared off the line by the defender. Walker with the ball now at the halfway point. On to Meredith, who looks to take on the fullback. Cuts inside. Brady plays the ball out to the left to Burton, brings the ball forward, passes it to Berridge, plays in Friday. Did he hold his run? Cuts inside, and he scores. The assistance flag stays down. Excellent goal by Friday. Another assist for Berridge. And that's Friday's first goal for Leamington. Hopefully the first of many. Berry with the ball, plays to Farmer, onto Friday, cuts inside to Walker, back to Farmer. Williams on the ball, comes to Burton, gets a shot off and he puts it into the bottom left corner. Leamington now 4 goals to the good. Once again, superb football by Leamington. Understandably, it's against lesser opposition. However, it looks very promising for the season ahead. Here comes Sittingbourne. Briggs on the left. Back to Reid. Hopkins in the middle, plays the ball forwards. And a great defensive header by Bailey Berry. And comes to Friday in the middle of the park. He's driving the ball forwards. He keeps going and has a shot. It's a tame effort straight at the hands of Smith in the Sittingbourne goal. Smith now with the ball at the back for Sittingbourne. Plays it out to centre-back Hopkins, onto Goldsmith in the middle, plays the ball forwards, and another defensive header, this time from Burton. Comes to Walker in the middle of the park, drives the ball forwards, it's going all the way, a left-footed effort just over the bar. They're getting past this Sittingbourne defence way too easy. Meredith with the throw on the right, Miro Pais, plays it back to Berry at centre-back. Out to Burton, left. He drives the ball forward again and a left-footed effort over the bar. This Leamington team are having plenty of shots today. Meredith with the throw once more, onto Farmer on the right wing. Drives the ball forward again. Then keeps going. Can he find a pass? Oh, he's going to go himself left-footed and into the hands of the keeper. Excellent run by Farmer. Farmer on the ball, plays it to Meredith on the right. Drives forward on that right wing. Can he play the ball in? He can. Comes to Williams, edge of the box. Berridge! What a goal! Absolutely fantastic from Leamington again. Williams with the deft touch and the first time finish from Berridge. Excellent finish. And that brings us to the end of the first half. Going to make a few substitutions. We're going to bring Watson in for Breary. We're going to bring Burton in for Crowther. Street in for Berry. Keno gets a game for Burton. Clark and Sheeha for Walker and Williams. Anthony Lynn is going to come on for Farmer. And Gordon is coming on for the fantastic Berridge for his debut. And on we go to the second half. Leamington kick off. Gordon with his first touches plays it to Friday. Clark. And it comes to nothing. Corner now, Gordon with a chance to whip it in with his right foot. Plays it in. Good defensive header, but it falls still in at the edge of the box. Plays it to Friday with the effort. Oh, and it clips off the top of the crossbar. Leamington start in the second half as they finish the first. Not much happening so far. Ball in the middle of the park. Pretty similar to the first game where all the action was in the first half and not much happening in the second. Meredith with the ball on the right. Plays it to Clark. Back to Meredith. Knocks the ball forward to Pais on the right. Lobs it onto the other side of the pitch. Keno coming forward on the left. Plays it to Gordon, left wing. Back to Keno, plays the ball in. And Pais with the header. Another goal for Leamington. 6 on the day. Brilliant ball by Keno. And an excellent header as well from Pais. Superb football from Leamington. Here come Leamington again. Gordon on the left wing. Drives the ball forward. Can he take the full back? He can. Can he find the pass? Oh, it goes back to Keno. Edge of the area here. Keno again. Gordon to Friday. And he scores. Bottom left corner. 7-0 to Leamington. And an assist for Gordon. Once again, that's fantastic football from Leamington. King plays the ball forwards, intercepted by Shiha onto Lynn. Plays the ball out to the right to Pais. Can he take the full back? No, he doesn't. He gets tackled. Back to Chiha though in the middle. Plays the ball forward to Friday. And he's in one-on-one. Oh, he's missed. Goes out for a corner. Really should have put that in the back of the net. Ten minutes to go. And this has been as comprehensive as you can get for Leamington. Keno to Chiha. Back to Street, plays it to the right back position, Meredith, onto Pais on right wing. Can he take the full back on this time? Yes he can, he puts a cross in. And cleared by Rhodes, only to Gordon though. He puts the ball in, it's hit the post. And a foul conceded by Burton in the middle of the park. Last couple of minutes. Can Leamington get one more chance? They can't, but an excellent victory again. 7-0. Away at Sittingbourne. Very impressive performance in the last game away at Sittingbourne. We're going to stick with the same 11 for our game against Newport. We do have a new signing on the bench. Right winger by the name of Jerry Jones. Comes in on loan from Reading. Just to provide a bit of backup for Pais, who has been fantastic so far. However, we will need to rotate the team at some point through the season. So it is best to have 2 players for each position. And on we go to the Newport game. Here we go, Newport in the yellow to kick off. Leamington in their away blue strip. Murphy plays the ball long, headed forward by Meredith. Pais runs it forward on the right wing. Plays it inside to Walker, back to Pais, who takes on the defender, cuts inside. Can he find the pass? Plays it to Williams on the edge. Oh, it's hit the crossbar. Excellent right-footed volley. Almost a dream start for Leamington. Murphy, the Newport goalkeeper, with the goal kick, kicks it forward, and it's won by Crowther. Farmer to Berridge. Brings the ball forward, takes on the fullback. Cuts inside. Farmer blocked on the line. Friday with the header hits the crossbar. Meredith heads forward, Payes with the shot, and it's just wide of the post. How on earth did that stay out of the net? Meredith with the throw on the right. Payes back to Meredith, to Walker. Plays it to Williams. Payes on the inside. Friday has the shot, but it deflects off the defender. But offside given by the official. And it'll be Murphy, the Newport goalkeeper, to take the free kick. Payes intercepts on the right wing, promising attack. Can he take on the fullback? He can. Left-footed, and he hits the post. And Berridge keeps it in on the left. Plays it into Williams, back to Berridge. Puts in the cross to Payes, heads it down, takes it on, and he's put it into the top corner. Excellent finish from Payes. Got fortunate with the ricochet back to him, but take nothing away from the finish. Brady collects the ball comfortably. Chucks the ball out to the right to Meredith. Brings the ball forward. Lob past to Payes, first time past to Farmer. Oh, it's hit the crossbar. Burton with the throw on the left to Williams, back to Burton. Williams on the ball, back to Burton again. Williams again. It comes to Walker on the edge, and it was a poor pass. Cleared away by Evans. Simmons with the ball on the right wing, and it goes out for a Leamington throw. Burton now with the throw for Leamington. To the inside to Crowther. Outright to Payes. Looking to take on the fullback again. Instead he plays it to Farmer, who plays it back to Payes. Cuts inside. Oh, maybe should have scored there, but take nothing away from the goalkeeper. Friday with the ball on the edge, looks to take the shot, and it goes just over the goalkeeper's bar. Somehow the game is still 1-0. Pritchard with the ball on the left for Newport. Takes on Meredith. Keeps going forwards. Can he find the cross? An excellent interception by Meredith. He done well to get back. Walker plays the ball back to Meredith. Payes now cuts inside to Walker. Friday with an excellent leap. Passes it to Farmer. Farmer with the shot. Oh, what a finish. Crossbar and in. That is absolutely phenomenal. Friday gets the ball, knocks it to Farmer. Takes it, right foot. Wow. Sensational finish from Farmer. Stenson with the ball for Newport to Simmons. Walsh knocks it forward, but intercepted by Williams. Payes now with the ball in the centre. Plays it to Berridge out on the left. Looks to bring it past the fullback. Still going. Can he find a cross? Yes, he can. And Friday probably should have scored there. Excellent stop by the goalkeeper. Farmer with the corner. Looking for the in-swinger. Finds the head of Burton. Excellent save. Berry. Crowther scores. It was a great ball by Berry back across the goal. Crowther to put it into an empty net. 3-0 Leamington. Payes with the corner, left-footed in-swinger. Goes to Burton again. Crowther now, back to Payes. Can he find a shot? Yes, he can. Straight at Murphy, the goalkeeper. It's relentless from Leamington at the moment. Crowther heads the ball to Friday. Bringing the ball towards the defence. Intercepted by Stenson. Back to the goalie Murphy. And the attack comes to nothing. Burton with the header to Berridge. To Williams in the middle. Back to Berridge. Plays the ball to Friday. Williams plays it to Berridge. What an excellent ball. And Friday probably should have scored again. Kicks the ball straight to the goalkeeper. Either side and it's a goal. It's been an excellent first half for Leamington. Crowther to Williams. Plays it to Friday. Knocks the ball forward to Payes. One-on-one with the fullback. Straight at the goalkeeper, the shot. But Farmer puts the rebound in. 4-0. Excellent anticipation from Farmer there for the rebound. And that takes us to half-time. 4-0 to Leamington. Yet again, we're going to make the subs. We're going to bring on Watson for Breary. Burton for Crowther. Street for Berry. Keno for Burton. Clark for Walker. G-Half for Williams. Jones for Payes for his debut. A second game for Gordon. And we're going to bring Lynn on for Friday. Gordon now with the right swinging swinger. Comes to Farmer. Back to Gordon. He's cutting inside. Plays the ball in and Lynn with the header. 5-0 to Leamington. And another very comfortable afternoon for Leamington. Watson plays the ball out to Meredith. On to Farmer. To Jones. His first involvement in a Leamington shirt, and he brings the ball forward, taking on the fullback. Crosses it into Gordon, and an excellent save. And it's cleared by Newport. Simmons in the middle, out to Pritchard on the left. But it comes to nothing. Meredith heads the ball forwards. Comes to Simmons, the Newport midfield. Back to Stenson, plays the ball forwards. Smith to Keno. Farmer now with the ball for Leamington, plays the ball to Jones out on the right. He's in one-on-one. Can he get a shot off? Oh, an excellent save from the Newport goalkeeper. It would have been a dream start to his Leamington career. Pritchard now with the throw for Newport on the left to Evans. Pritchard, chance to get the cross in. Plays it inside to Evans. This time he does cross to Baxter. It's the post. Questionable defending there from the Leamington squad. Last 10 minutes. Pritchard with the ball on the left for Newport. Goes back to Bain. To Pritchard. Intercepted by Clark. Jones to Lynn. Farmer on the ball. Plays it out left to Gordon. He's running at the fullback. Takes him on. Cuts inside. Gets a shot off and a goal. Into the far corner. Lamar Gordon. 6-0 Leamington. A goal and an assist for Gordon. Excellently cut inside and a brilliant finish into the far corner. Here comes Farmer in the middle of the park, plays it to Jones. To Meredith on the halfway point. Jones has made the run forwards. Can he find the cross? Pulls it back to Meredith on the edge of the box to Farmer. To Clark. Oh, what a finish from the edge of the area. Joe Clark has every right to have a little dance at that one. Leamington hit Newport for 7. We're into the last minute of stoppage time. Evans tackled by Jones. Lynn brings the ball forward. He's got nobody with him at the moment. Hoppers took on the fullback. Heads to the byline. Can he find a cross? He can. Chia over the bar. Very nearly an 8th, right at the death. All in all, a very comfortable afternoon for Leamington as they hit Newport for 7. Newport in the previous game, we're going to stick with the same 11 for our first home game of the season against Hills Owen. We do have 3 new faces to bolster the squad. We've brought in a right back, Ollie Stevenson, to provide some cover for Meredith. Callum Perry, a young centre-back, comes in on loan from Coventry. And finally, we have brought in Gabriel Kelly, a young defensive midfielder on loan from Stoke until the end of the season. We now go forward to our first home match of the season and our final friendly before the league campaign gets underway. And it's Leamington that gets us underway in their home strip, the yellow and black. Hales Owen in the sky blue shirt. Pies with the ball on the right, plays the ball into Farmer. Oh, and he scored 30 seconds into the game. What an unbelievable start here at the new windmill. Pies with an excellent through ball, controlled by Farmer, and the right-footed finish into the far corner. Farmer's been in excellent goal scoring form. Hopefully he can continue it into the league campaign. Berridge now with the ball on the left. Plays it to Berry at centre back. To Crowther. Plays the ball forward to Pies on the right. Brings the ball forward, tries to play in Farmer, but it's intercepted by Dixon. Comes out to Meredith on the right. Can he find the cross? He can. Farmer with the header. What a stop. Berridge plays the ball to Burton. And intercepted by Hales Owen. Another excellent chance for Farmer there, and probably should have done better. Sharp, the Hales Owen goalkeeper, plays it to Bell, knocks the ball forward. Excellent header by Crowther. Now it's Prider in the middle. Plays it out wide to Pies, who takes on the fullback. Cuts inside onto that left. And it's hit the post. It comes out to Burton. Is there still an opportunity? Can he find the cross? And an excellent tackle by Kellerman. And Hales Owen clear the ball. Hales Owen now. Spencer in the middle. Plays it to Thompson. Back to Dixon. Knocks the ball forward, but Meredith intercepts. Pies now with the ball on the right. Running at the fullback. Little 1-2 with Farmer. Couldn't quite keep the ball in play. And it's a goal kick to Hales Owen. Pies with the ball on the right. Plays it to Meredith. Back to Pies. Cuts inside to Friday. Back to Williams. To Berridge on the left, who goes to Burton on the overlap. Takes on the fullback. And has a shot and an excellent save from the Hales Owen goalkeeper. Meredith with the throw on the right. To Pies, to Meredith. Walker tried to find Pies, just too much on it, and goes out for a Hales Owen goal kick. It's Sharp to take, plays it to Dixon. Knocks the ball forwards, straight to Crowther, who knocks it to Pies on the right. And it comes forward again. Walker to Meredith. Pies keeps the ball in, plays it in with that left. Williams knocks it to Berridge. Can he find a shot? Yes, he can, into the bottom corner. Absolutely. Superb finish from Berridge. Williams knocks it down. Berridge with the ball. and right-footed into the bottom corner. 2-0 to Leamington. Sharp has the ball now. Launches it forwards. Great defensive header by Berry, but it just falls to Spencer in the midfield. Thompson plays it to Dixon, who lobs it forward again. Grant now for Hillzone, takes on the defender and he scores! It's the first goal conceded by this Leamington team. It was an excellent finish, but questions have to be asked about the defending. And here comes Hillzone again. Spencer plays the ball forward, brilliantly intercepted. And it falls to Berridge, to Friday. Farmer brings the ball forward. Can he take on the defence? Yes, he can. And he puts it just wide of the post. Meredith to Baez. Brings the ball forward on the right. He takes on the fullback. Cuts inside. Left foot maybe. Curler. And an excellent save again from the goalkeeper. Baez with the left footed free kick. Headed away. Falls to Friday on the edge of the box. He takes on the defender. Left footed. And it deflects out for a corner. Leamington have had plenty of opportunities, but the scoreline's still only 2-1 as we head into the break. We're going to make some changes. Once again, Watson comes in for Brady. Stevenson gets his first taste of action for Meredith. Perry for Crowther. Street for Berry. Keno for Burton. We're going to give Kelly his first game for Walker. Joe Clark for Williams. Jones for Pies. Gordon for Berridge. And Lynn for Friday. And Hillzone get the second half underway. It's Perry with his first touches of the ball for Leamington. Plays it to Jones. He's running at the fullback on the right. And he takes him on, cuts inside. Gets the shot away, and a great save by Davies, the Hillzone goalkeeper. Stevenson with the throw, plays it to Jones. Puts the ball into Gordon, and he hits it just over the crossbar. Should really have done better, it was a free header. Davies now with the goal kick for Hillzone. Falls straight to Stevenson, who drives forwards, plays the ball to Jones on the right, cuts inside, and an excellent tackle, goes out for a corner. Keno with the corner now, left-footed in swinger. Straight to the first man, and Buckley concedes a throw-in. Stevenson with the throw. To Kelly. Back to Stevenson, who crosses the ball in. Gordon with the header. He's hit the crossbar. Davies now with the goal kick to Buckley. Plays a dispenser in the midfield to Finn. Forward to Dale. Farmer intercepts and puts it back to Street. Knocks the ball out wide for Stevenson. Jones now with the ball. He takes on the full-back to Stevenson. Back to Jones. Crosses it in and intercepted by Bell and cleared. Perry with a chance to bring the ball forwards again. Comes out to Keenor on the left. Gordon now. Plays the ball forward to Keenor. Can he find the cross? Yes, he can, but it's too far for Jones. Robson puts it out for a corner. Here comes the in-swinger by Keenor again. Can he beat the first man? Falls to Lynn. Farmer. And just over the bar. Once again, plenty of chances for Leamington, but still just a slender 2-1 scoreline. Watson with the ball now. Plays it out wide. Stevenson. Knocks it to Jones, who runs at the fullback. Excellent ball into Farmer. Crosses it into Lynn. And he heads it in, and that should make the game done. 3-1. But the referee's assistant has his flag up. It's offside. The game remains 2-1. Finn brings the ball forward now, onto Dale, back to Finn. Intercepted by Perry. Street knocks the ball forward to Jones. Jones takes on the fullback. Can he find a cross? Yes, he can. And Farmer puts the game beyond doubt. 3-1. It was an excellent cross by Jones. And a composed finish by Farmer in the middle. And we're into the last few minutes of the game. 2 minutes of stoppage time. They've had plenty of shots, but a much tighter scoreline at 3-1. Four friendlies, 4 wins. Excellent preparation for the first league game, which is away at Curzon. We finally arrived at our first league game of the season. We are away at Curzon Ashton, who were predicted to finish 18th in the table. So this will provide a perfect opportunity for us to capitalise on a good pre-season and hopefully get some points on the board. Here we go then, Curzon Ashton in the blue and white. Leamington Starters in their yellow home strip. Barton to McLean. Plays the ball forward and Spencer's in on goal. Pulls it out wide. Weston now, edge of the area. McLean to Holmes. Can he get a shot away? Curzon seeing a lot of the early ball. What an FS. Oh, scores! The first strike hits the post, comes across goal, and Spencer is the first to react. 1-0 Curzon Ashton in the first minute. Not the start that Leamington wanted. Here comes Meredith in the centre of the park. Williams, back to Berry. Crowther. To Burton on the left, plays the ball forward to Gordon. Into Friday, to Williams, goes back out wide to Gordon. One-on-one with the fullback. Excellent interception, but it comes back out Friday and it's a goal. 1-1. Leamington hit back straight away and it's a first league goal for Friday. Two goals in the first 4 minutes. Here we go again. Williams knocks the ball forward to Palmer. Berry at the back. Plays it to Burton. Forward to Gordon on the wing. Inside to Williams. Williams knocks the ball to Farmer. Plays it back out wide to Gordon. Can he find the cross? Friday, excellent save. Bice puts the ball wide. He had the whole goal to aim at. It should really have been 2-1 to Leamington. Williams with the ball now. Plays the ball to Pais on the right. Can he find the cross? Played out by Kursian Aston, out to Stubbs on the right. Takes on Gordon. It was actually tripped by Gordon. Excellent refereeing. Richards now with the free kick. Plays the ball inside to Barton. Back to Richards on the right. Plays the ball forward to Stubbs on the wing. Inside to Barton, who plays Stubbs in. Breary collects the ball. Fine margins there. He was nearly through on goal. Just a little too much on the ball. Breary plays the ball to Berry at centre back. Out to Burton. Back to Berry. Inside to Williams. Plays the ball forward to Farmer. Out wide to Gordon. Brings the ball forward and is tripped by Stubbs, but nothing given by the referee. Stubbs brings the ball forward. Inside to Spencer, who plays in Richards. He's running at Burton, the fullback. And Burton trips Richards at a promising position for a crossing opportunity for Curzon Ashton. Burton lucky to not get a book in there, just a stern telling off. Richards crosses the ball in. Excellent defensive header by Williams, and Farmer brings the ball forward. He's one-on-one with the defend. Curzon Ashton have brought some defenders back now. Farmer up there on his own. Excellent tackle by Stubbs again, but Farmer boons the ball back. Pais now plays the ball to Williams, to Farmer. Friday, excellent tackle by Barton, but cleared only as far as Burton, who plays the ball forward to Gordon. Takes on the fullback. Chance to shoot. Oh, he's hit the defender. The ball's cleared out for a throw-in at the halfway point. Tight affair so far. Not many clear-cut chances. Still 1-1 as we approach half-time. Farmer with the free kick on the edge of the area. Looks as though he's going to shape up for a shot. Farmer with the free kick. Over the wall. Oh. Out for a corner. Breary now with the goal kick. Plays it short to Berry. Out to Burton. Forward to Gordon. And once again, Stubbs has made the tackle. He's having an excellent first half. Gordon booked for the foul. Curzon Ashton with the ball out on the left. Excellent tackle by Kelly. Plays the ball forward, comes to Farmer. Takes on the defence. He's still going. Plays the ball in. Friday with the header. He's hit the crossbar. Chance for the rebound. Excellent block, and it goes out for a corner. How on earth has that stayed out the net? Gordon with the in-swing. Burton keeps the ball in. Out to Gordon. Plays it into Williams. To Gordon again. Williams on the ball. Crowther with a chance to shoot. Oh, trickles out for a corner. That'll be the last opportunity for Leamington. Pais with the left in-swinger. Plays it in. Falls to Burton. Back to Pais. Crossing opportunity, but he plays it to Burton. Back to Pais. To Crowther, who has a shot, and it goes over the bar. Gordon plays the ball in. Friday with the last chance. Can he get a shot off? Oh, and there goes the half-time whistle. An excellent opportunity for Friday right at the end there. Leamington dominating shots-wise, but it's been a pretty even contest in terms of chances. 1-1 at the break. Curzon Ashton get us underway. Weston in the middle, plays it out to Stubbs. Stokes now brings the ball forward to McLean. To Spencer. Plays it out wide to Holmes. Holmes with a chance to take on the defence. Knock ball to Holmes again. Can he find a cross? Plays it inside for McLean. Excellent save by Brady. First opportunity of the half to Curzon Ashton. Kelly to Crowther. To Meredith. Out to Burton on the left. Gordon with a chance to run at the fullback. Can he find a pass? Yes, he can to Friday. That's a shot, and it goes behind for a corner. Hawkins launches the ball forwards onto the head of Berry. Kelly in the middle to Williams. Forward to Friday. Plays it to Gordon on the wing. Chance to run at the defence. Can he find a cross? Yes, he can. Hayes with the header. Plays it to Farmer. And a goal! 2-1 Leamington. It's no more than what they've deserved. Excellent ball by Gordon. Knocked down by Pais. Controlled by Farmer and launched into the far corner. 2-1 Leamington. Few substitutions there. We've got Perry coming on for Crowther, Walker for Kelly, Jones for Pais, Berridge for Gordon, and Lynn for Farmer. Hawkins now with the ball at the back. Plays it to Weston. To Stokes. Back to Weston. Forward to McLean. Barton. Intercepted by Williams. It goes back to Perry at the back. Meredith on the right. Forward to Jones. Takes on the fullback. Chance to cross. He finds a cross. Berridge out jumped. He falls to Burton, who puts it back in. Can Lynn win it? No. Cleared by the defender. McLean with the chance to come forward now. And he goes back. Stokes with the ball at the back. Plays it out to Stubbs on the wing. Goes backwards again. Back out to Stubbs. Richards. Stubbs. Burton intercepts onto Friday. Puts it back to Berry, who plays in Berridge. Excellent control. Can he find the pass? Great stop by the goalkeeper. Stops on the ball once more, but it comes to nothing. Stubbs plays the ball forward to Barton. Intercepted by Burton again. Into Walker in the midfield. Williams plays it forward to Berridge. Looks to take on the fullback and does so. Can he find a cross? Plays it to Jones and heads it into the hands of Hawkins. Controlled by Perry at the back. Knocks it to Berry. On to Berridge. Williams back to Berridge. Plays it to the left back Burton. Runs forward, taking on the fullback. Can he find the cross? He can. And Jones just misses out. Excellent header by Stokes to clear the ball. And it comes to Holmes in the left back position. Curzon Ashton with the ball. Knocked into the midfield. McLean back to Stokes. Out wide to Richards. Onto Stubbs. Knocks it forward for Richards. Comes back to Stubbs. To Weston. Back to Richards. And Berridge intercepts. Plays the ball to Friday. Knocks the ball into Lynn. Back to Williams. To Lynn. Walker in the midfield. Out to Meredith. Jones. Lynn on the ball. Just tried to play Jones in, but too much on it. Goes out for a throw-in. 20 minutes left. Coming into the last 10. Berridge now with the ball on the left wing. Cuts inside. Excellent tackle by Stubbs again. Perry to Walker to Meredith. On to Jones. Back to Meredith. Inside to Walker. On to Williams. Comes down the left to Berridge and he strikes it over the bar. Lynn knocks the ball back to Meredith. On to Walker. Excellent tackle by Weston as McLean brings the ball forward down the left and he runs it out of play. Leamington throw in. 5 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. Can Leamington hold out for a win? Meredith to Lynn, who runs the ball out and it's a throw into Curzon Ashton. Stafford now with the throw to Darby. Forward to McLean and a foul by Lynn. Yellow card. We're into stoppage time. This will be a great victory for Leamington after going 1-0 down. Brady with the ball in his hands, taking his time, chucks the ball out to Burton, knocks the ball on but it falls to Curzon Ashton, who plays the ball forwards. McLean with the header. Perry knocks it back calmly to his goalkeeper Brady, and that should be it. An excellent performance from Leamington, with 3 points on the board and a promising start to the season. So after a very promising start with 5 wins from 5 and a brilliant result away at Curzon Ashton, we're going to end the video there. We're going to come back next time for the derby away at Kidderminster. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.